ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CK3. We are doing a what-if scenario today. I'll be doing a couple of these, actually, because it's kind of fun to come up with little ideas of stuff that could happen to, you know, do alternate universe kind of situations. In this case, we're doing what if Ned got Ashara Dayne pregnant and the child was not stillborn. So in other words, what if a Stark bastard was raised in Dorne by the Danes, or the Martells. To give a little bit of backstory, we start off at the Tower of Joy. The War of the Usurper is over. Robert Baratheon, the first of his name, sits the Iron Throne. Ned Stark has recently lifted the siege of Storm's End. The Tyrells have bent the knee, and Ned has gone to Dorne to look for his sister, Lyanna. For as long as she remains a prisoner, this conflict is never truly over. Rhaegar will not have left her unguarded, and there are several Kingsguard unaccounted for. Rescuing her will not be easy. Ned arrives at the Tower of Joy, narrowly defeating the Kingsguard, surviving only thanks to Howland Reed. He finds his sister Lyanna in a bed of roses and blood. Having just given birth to Aemon Targaryen, known as Jon Snow, Lyanna's final words are, "Promise me, Ned, promise me." What's important to our story, dear viewer, is the fact that Ned Stark takes the Sword of Morning's blade, Dawn, and returns it to Starfall. He goes down the Prince's Pass and heads for Starfall, the seat of House Dayne. At Starfall, he finds his lover, Ashara Dayne, the woman that he was almost going to marry. She was pregnant. Was being the key word. She is sickly and on her birthing bed, inches away from death, but the Maester is confident that she is strong enough to pull through, as the child is alive. Unlike in canon, where her child dies and she flings herself from the tower ultimately to her demise, the child lived. He is not called Quentin. I don't know why his name is Quentin. And the child is named after the Sword of Morning himself, and his uncle, his mother's brother, Arthur Dayne. Arthur Sand, the Dawnwolf. Ned Stark returns the ancestral blade to House Dayne, and stays long enough for Ashara to get back on her feet. But ultimately, he is not too welcome in Dorne of late. He returns north, reluctantly, as the Danes refuse to hand the boy over. The child is the only thing keeping his mother alive, as far as anyone's concerned. She has already lost her brother, she has already lost her lover, now married to another woman, Catelyn Stark. She will not lose her son as well. And Ned is a great many things, but cruel, no. He would not force the issue. He leaves Ashara with his best wishes and his apologies, and leaves the boy under the capable watch of House Dayne. Here, at least, he might not be held to scrutiny as he would in the north. And he's already got one bastard allegedly returning north with him. His wife might not take too kindly to two. At any rate, time passes on, as it always does, and Arthur Dayne is raised at Starfall, for a time at least. It's only a matter of time before Doran Martell takes notice of the Stark bastard in his lands, being raised by one of his chief bannermen nonetheless. Oberyn, especially, is interested, going to Starfall and ultimately taking the boy to be his squire and ward, under his brother's orders. The boy is to be kept close. After all, he's half wolf, even if half Dane. The years pass by and Arthur Sand is raised by the Dornishmen, around the age of 12 going with the Dornish prince on his adventures in Essos, largely spending time in the sellsword company he creates, wandering around the disputed lands. This gives the boy much needed experience, and he also develops a crush on one of Oberyn's daughters. All is well with the world, more or less, for a time at least. However, the cold winds begin to stir. While Arthur is away in Essos and the disputed land, King Robert Baratheon sits the Iron Throne, perhaps too comfortably. His children are unknown to him, the illegitimate offspring of Cersei Lannister and her brother Jaime. Nonetheless, as in canon, Robert heads north to meet with Ned Stark and name him as his hand. Robert arrives at Winterfell, and you guys know the rest. Ned ultimately heads south with Robert to become Hand of the King. Events of canon unfold as they usually do. Ned gets his head cut off, and the War of the Five Kings begins. With the death of his estranged father, the man he never knew but always grew up on stories of from his mother, his half-brother Robb, now king in the north, rebelling against the Iron Throne, and his sisters, both prisoners in King's Landing, allegedly, as Arya Stark is technically in Braavos, Arthur makes his intentions known to Oberyn Martell that he intends to leave. He will go to King's Landing, he will free his sisters, and he will join his brother Robb in his quest for vengeance and justice against those who murdered their father. Ashara Dayne is still with her son. I'm thinking probably having shacked up with Oberyn once or twice, but ultimately she's never going to marry again. She's just keeping her son safe. That's really the only thing that she cares about. Following Sir Arthur, however, is Sir Daemon the Golden Hand, another bastard. One of Oberyn's daughters, the Sand Snake, who Arthur is shacked up with. Sir Archibald Ironwood, and some random dude called Morris for some reason. They will set sail from Tyrosh, heading for the city of King's Landing in the hopes of sneaking in. 1,000 men to his name, most of which come from Oberyn's forces and a bunch of sellswords that Oberyn has financed. It's a risky mission. It's a daring mission. It's the exact kind of mission that Oberyn Martell would smirk at and go, "Let's do it." It's just crazy enough to work. A random Kingsguard meets us, apparently. I guess what? Why would Peasbury betray... What? Oberyn beats the shit out of a Kingsguard member who happens to notice us on the streets, apparently. And we sneak into the Red Keep. Probably, I imagine, just not telling anybody who we are, just passing ourselves off as the average sellsword during a time of war, looking for employment. Or better yet, passing ourselves off as envoys from Dorne, perhaps. After all, the war is upon us, and House Martell will answer the call. And Prince Doran has sent his brother, the Red Viper, to negotiate terms. Or at least that's the story that Oberyn's going to tell the court. In reality, I'm going to try and murder very hard, yeah. But there's a Martell on Joffrey's Kingsguard for some reason. What? Oh. Oh, hell, that's part of our scheme, boys. We get the Martell on the Kingsguard that goes with Oberyn's entourage as a fucking scheme to murder Joffrey. I'm a genius. Oberyn, this is brilliant, Oberyn. Oberyn's cousin, Manfrey, will swear his Kingsguard vows in order to get close to the king. And we have our agents in place. All that remains now is to get the king alone. I just have to deal with it quickly enough so that I can go help Robb and save my, Oh, holy shit, I become Dawn? What? On a dark night, a few hours before the dawn, my maester brings me a letter. Claiming it's urgent, I turn over my hands. It seems that to name me the next Lord of Morning. Okay, well, we're going to assume that this will be the case before we even leave Dawn. Hey, we are the Sword of Morning, nonetheless. I'm going to actually not use the nickname necessarily, but they gave a bastard son of House Dayne the sword. That's cool. But yeah, we'll wait for Joffrey's thing and then hope that my brother Robb can stay alive long enough for us to spirit Sansa and Arya away. Although we'll find out quickly that Arya is not actually in the city to save. It worked! Haha! For the sake of the story, I'm going to basically say that the Martell Kingsguard member was guarding the door that night. He let us in, and then Arthur is the one who stabbed Joffrey as he was sleeping, slit his throat, and then we rushed out of there and rescued Sansa, took her out before anyone was wiser, and, you know, as we were fleeing the city, then the bells toll and everybody starts looking for the murderer, but nobody ever finds us because fuck you. So yeah, we escaped the city, having just murdered King Joffrey under the cover of night and escaped with the Martell's help. We'll head for Harrenhal and get the hell out of here. We arrive at Harrenhal, the biggest castle that we've ever set foot in. Even the Red Keep can't compare. Once great towers are cracked and bent by dragonfire, Harren the Black had faith in these walls and the line ended with him. With that, we will basically rally the men and then go and join up with Robb. The Lannisters arrive at Yellow Stars, and we have to beat them back. Hopefully Tully's reinforcements will arrive in time to turn the tide. Well, I think we do have the advantage, actually, especially thanks to my cavalry. Oh, 28k, split him up. That's rough. We might actually lose here, especially once that other force arrives. Yeah, I'm assuming Sansa stays back at frickin' see if I can't lose them around Stannis. They captured Oberyn, but... Oh shit, they captured my lover as well. I can't pay her ransom, though. I can't afford it. Oh, Oberyn Sand died. Fucking bitch Cersei. What happened to Cersei's... Why is Cersei in charge of the Westeros? Oh, Tywin died of some kind of sickness, apparently. Okay. What happened to... She murdered Tyrion. Dude, she straight up murdered Tyrion. And Jaime's dead. Oh, Jaime died in a tournament, apparently, at some point. Okay. 4 Lannisters men can fuck with me. They're too busy with Stannis, so they don't have to worry about me. I'm gonna sail around and go join up with the rest of Tully's men over here. Or Health as well. Oh, they tortured her! You bitch! She's my paramour, and they tortured her son of a bitch. Well, now it's personal. I guess, technically speaking, by now, Cersei probably knows that Arthur is the one that killed her Joffrey, so... Okay, he's coming down south. He recently beat the living shit out of the Ironborn, apparently. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go back to Harrenhal. Or closer to Harrenhal. No, that's not a good idea. Let's not split that in half. Yeah. We've won the war on the north, at least. Robb has repelled the Ironborn. It's just a matter of now... Oh. You fought well in my wars. You earned every coin. Nice. Thank you, Robb. I can refill my men-at-arms now. Actually, I can pay for some extra men-at-arms. Hey! She got ransomed. She's wounded. But the Martells must have ransomed her. I'm betting it was probably her father. Arthur didn't know what he had until he lost it, kind of thing. And now that she's come back all scarred and beaten up, he's, yeah. He loves the woman. They'll bang at Harrenhal. And the White Walkers are coming. Great. Macius muttered, the winter colder than any living memory. It's not the cold that should be feared, nor the hunger for the heart of the darkness, the silence that falls breaths. The others have returned, the long night has begun. Great, that's exactly what we fucking need happening. Oh, Edmure is actually imprisoned. I just imagine what the meeting between Arthur and Robb is like. Brother, it's me! And he's like, who? Ah, yes, father mentioned you. Well, by the way, I've killed Joffrey, and here's Sansa. I'm returning her to you. I'm not Joffrey. Tommen is fucked. I think Tommen is just fucked. Because it looks like Renly's going to win. And I think Stannis is just... Oh, fuck. What happened to Stannis? Oh! Stannis lost. And he was executed by Tommen. Or Cersei, really. He had a son, though, before he died. Alexander Baratheon. On all doubt. Hey, she's pregnant. I don't know how Arthur feels about marriage, necessarily. Like, she's his paramour, and he grew up with Oberyn. But I kind of think, like, almost losing her and everything, he kind of gets married to her. In order to prevent it being a bastard, he marries the love of his life, the girl he grew up with. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make much... like, marrying anybody else is not really his thing. I don't think he wants to be a lord. I mean, his home is Dorne, and, you know... Oberyn basically is a father figure to him, more than anything else. Like, Oberyn is the guy that raised him. Other than his mother, obviously, but Oberyn was pretty much his father figure. Which kind of makes the chick that he's banging like his sister. But we're not Lannisters or Targaryens, so we won't go there. But I don't know. I think they were banging, and they were just friends who banged, and then she got, you know, taken captive, and he lost her, and then he got her back, and now they're in love and all that mushy shit. So I think, fuck it, they marry. They get married. Once she, like, declares that she's pregnant and that it's his, I think they get married. Yeah, making it right. Since I found out the day that the mistress was pregnant with my child, I've worried myself sick of the child's future. Now we are lawfully wed, my fears can finally be laid to rest. Okay, lads. I have taken for myself a personal coat of arms, which is basically just the Stark wolf on a field of purple violet for the Danes, the sword for Dorne, and then the shooting stars. There are several river lords, by the way, that have rebelled against Robb, now that King Renly is in charge of the Iron Throne. Including the Freys. The Freys have turned on us, which is, I'm pretty sure, because Robb has married the Westerling girl, for better or worse. I don't think anyone in the north has betrayed him yet. No. It's, yeah, but the fucking Arryns are getting involved now, some of them at least. The Reach is also involved, but they're getting attacked by the Greyjoys. And Stannis' son, or those who support Stannis' son at least, are staking their claim for the throne also. We will just stick with Robb, pretty much. And, must have been a minute, but felt an hour. I reached the clearing. She's on the ground before me, disheveled and weaponless. Opposite her, just about to strike, stands a huge stag. Oh, this is symbolism, if I've ever heard it. And then in the meadow, the stag, dead stag, watching. It's symbolism, boys. It's symbolism. The stag is Baratheon, dying. It's a sign from the old gods. We're landing at the neck up here. And it's slowly going to absolutely die, because landing here is a ridiculously stupid idea that's just going to give us the landing debuff. Against 1 billion troops. Jesus Christ, game, let's just fucking land, shall we? Like, make up your mind. They're getting harassed by Chronicmen. Look at them all fighting various little wars against the swamp people. Robb, you're gonna make up your mind, dude. Attack something. Yep, I mean, you basically got all of Westeros attacking the neck right now. And Robb's just trying to beat him back. But battles in the neck are taking 1 billion years, apparently. Ah, because I've started the Cadet branch. Okay. Oh, that's a hell of a, that's a hell of a fucking house motto. I'm not going to keep it, but our love is old. Gonna name the... I mean, yeah, he'll name it after his mother, I think. We're not keeping that surname, but we have a daughter. Originally, I thought Starfang. It could do Star Stark, but it's a bit of a mouthful and a bit too long for my fucking liking. You could also just call yourself Dorne, House Dorne, but it's, again, a bit of a mouthful. It's more of a title than a family name. And Dorne is a bit arrogant to name your entire house of a bastard branch after the ancestral Valyrian steel sword of the legitimate branch is just a bit of a shitter, you know? Ironically, Star and Stark is the difference of one letter. Technically, he's more of a Dane branch than he is a Stark branch, so I don't know, I'll think of something. It will take me like 12 years, but I'll think of something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. To hell with it. We'll just name ourselves Dawn for now, as like an unofficial name that he gets. It seems cheap to me, just naming him Dawn. It's almost kind of arrogant. I mean, I guess he is ambitious and brave, and the people do know him as the Dawnwolf. I don't want to name the house Dawnwolf, though. So I think, fuck it, we'll just name the house Dawn for now. Like, as far as anyone's concerned, he's just probably referred to as the Dawnwolf, or Dawn for short, or Sand, and he is the Sword of Morning, so... What the hell happened to Moat Cailin? Damn, Rob, you've been busy! You rebuilt Moat Cailin, my dude. How? I mean, I'm not complaining, but fucking hell, Rob, what have you been up to, dude? How did you even find the gold to do that? I didn't even know that was a thing that I had, but apparently, Jesus Christ, can you imagine sieging that thing? You go through the middle and just get attacked from fucking every corner? Fuck me. Well, that's a thing that happened. I've never seen that happen before. Moat Cailin's been rebuilt. Interesting. That's actually a really cool idea to have, something for, like, House Cailin. Would be kind of cool at some point. I might do something like that. For now, at least, we'll keep fighting the good fight. The AI is very confused doing this. Whoa, we lost? What? What happened? Okay then. The war is over. It would appear that Renly won, or they made some kind of agreement, because the Riverlands is now part of the Seven Kingdoms, but the North is not de jure part of the Seven Kingdoms. It's now the Six Kingdoms. Because I'm guessing Renly made a deal with Robb that allowed him to keep the North independent, but Tully bent the knee. And we cut off at the neck, basically, and Renly rules the Six Kingdoms of the Iron Throne. But yeah, it's fine. What we'll do is start heading up north, go back to Winterfell. Arthur will spend some time with his siblings. We'll return Sansa back to Winterfell, and we'll raise our daughter, who hopefully survives. And we'll spend some time in the north, basically. Jon Snow is not at the Night's Watch, interestingly enough. Yeah, I was kind of tempted to name him Eddard, but Arthur never fucking... I've never really met Eddard, and I kind of feel like Robb would name his son that, so... Like, Ned was his biological father, but it was the Red Viper that basically fulfilled the father figure in his life. It was also Oberyn's men and resources that got him the company that he's currently leading, and also, you know, and also funded the thing and plotted everything. He is also the second in command of the company. So, I think he names the kid Oberyn. Sansa is with me, weirdly, still. I guess she's just planning on staying with me. Arya is in Moat Cailin. She's returned. She's come back. Oh, Lord Jon. Okay, Jon has Moat Cailin. Jon has Moat Cailin, and Arya has arrived there and returned to Jon, I guess. I have to go... Yeah, that makes sense. Arthur volunteers to go get to the bottom of the reports beyond the wall about the White Walkers. That's a long way off. Yeah. Alright, well, on the orders of Robb, we essentially go beyond the wall to investigate the wildling and alleged White Walker situation that's going on. What could possibly go wrong? But it is basically taking 2.5k men with a lot of horses and the Sword of Morning north of the wall. Yeah, investigating the areas and just reporting back to Robb about what's going on beyond the wall. Because currently the White Walkers are fucking up everything. Find a giant ice dragon, get completely obliterated. But yeah, we're pretty much just scouting beyond the wall to report back to Robb about the others, is what my headcanon for this is. I am surprised to find paintings waiting for me deeper within the cave, figures of some folks who used to call this place home. Any excuse to bang his missus. He takes after Oberyn, boys. Basically. Stopping in the cave beyond the wall to shack his missus. Dangerous territory. At least we're getting out of the lands of always winter now, so it's not too bad. We're south of the wall now, we're safe. What the hell happened, Robb? Oh shit, Jon! Someone fucking murdered Jon! And what the hell's going on with Renly? Oh, Prince Doran is attacking him in the Liberty War. Why didn't you ask for my help? I guess I was beyond the wall when all this was happening. I don't know why Robb was imprisoned, though. What the fuck? Let's get back to Winterfell as quickly as we can. Well, actually, it might be a good idea to stop off at Last Hearth first to get some provisions. Because otherwise we're gonna run out of stuff. Why the hell has Robb been imprisoned? I demand, like, trial by combat. Who the hell murdered Jon? That sucks. Everything was going so well. How did they even get Robb imprisoned? It's madness. Domeric. Ah, it's Domeric Bolton. Iceborne Bolton. So, Roose died in his sleep a while back. Hey, it's the good timeline, boys, where Bolton's not an asshole. I'm assuming here at the Dreadfort we learn the fact that the king has been imprisoned. And now freed. I don't know what the hell Renly was doing. Maybe he probably couldn't afford a war right now. I have another kid. Not quite as much of a looker as the other one was, but still. I'm not naming it Arthur. My grandfather that we never met, Beric Dorne. Yeah, sure. I don't know if we'll keep the name Dorne. I kind of feel like I need something else, but I can't, for the life of me, pick anything other than that right now. Nothing else feels right, you know? I don't know. I could obsess over it for a billion years and we just never get anywhere. Night's Watch has fallen. Robb! Robb! We got a problem, Robb. My census of the North has concluded that we are fucked. Yeah, there's a lot of them. I don't think Robb can beat this on him by himself, but I at least want to be there to help him. Robb basically desperately... I mean, I returned to Winterfell to learn that Robb has apparently gone off to fight fucking ice zombies, and I'm left at Winterfell like, what? What? Ice zombies? Say what? Well, the good news is Tully is passing the Moat Cailin with more men to help. So that's a thing. I might join up with them, honestly. That seems like the most sensible thing to fucking do. Yep, that seems like the sensible thing to do, is we join up with Tully's forces and head up north. I just have to hope that it's enough. Why are the wildlings working with the others? What's going on? Oh wait, is this the king? Holy shit, it is the king. It is the king. See, I think I have it set so that if you kill the Night King, it ends. But I'm not sure. Holding your sword full of fresh pieces of flesh, the other stares at you. I take small glances. It's just me and you. Jesus, it's tall and unstoppable. He clutches his crystal sword firmly. A leap into action, flurry of strikes. I am the fastest blade in the north. Oh, that was easy. I only got wounded, I think. I whirl my sword with deadly flourish, weaving songs of pain across my opponent for every blow. There's an art so true as combat, and I am nothing if not an artist. Prepare myself mentally, physically. I am victorious. Victory is ours. Others are helpless, defenseless. The main battle is far from over. If I kill him, is that it? I mean, I won. I didn't cheat. It's just the fact that he's a badass. He had, I mean, yeah. With one great swing of Dawn, he cuts the Night King's head off, basically. And the war for the Dawn is over. A dream of spring. The others were gone, driven back to whatever dark corner of the world has spawned them, and the realm stood free of their icy shadow at last. Fields laid scorched in villages. I mean, it didn't even get that far, to be honest. But, yeah, I just single-handedly saved the North. Actually, that kind of justifies why his house's name is Dawn, and he's the Dawnwolf. Because he brought the dawn. He ended the Long Night and brought the dawn to Westeros. And the South will never know anything about it, and they will probably call it all complete bullshit. That was a HBO-level ending of anticlimactic to the great other undead threat. To be honest though, if he didn't fucking duel the king in single combat, then yeah, that would not have gone well. All I can say is, thank God Daenerys is apparently dead or something, because actually, where is Daenerys? Is all the Targaryens dead? Like, completely dead? No, she's alive. She's somewhere over here, betrothed to somebody, but she doesn't have any dragons. She just married some random dude. But I have another daughter. She is born brave. I don't think we actually lost anybody during the War for the Long Night. That went really surprisingly very well. What do we name the other daughter? Because we have a Beric, we have an Oberyn, we have a Ashara. Oh, her aunt, who died in her sleep, apparently. Let's name it after her. Alira. For now, I think Arthur returns to Winterfell and is hailed as a hero. He defeated the Night King and brought the Dawn. So now I'm fine with calling the house Dawn, because he literally just he brought the Dawn, boys. He is the Dawnbringer, the Dawnwolf. A bit anticlimactic for my like. I was expecting that war to last way longer, but there we go. He single-handedly defeated the others and sent them packing. Honestly, I'm kind of wondering whether or not Arthur settles down and gets some land and titles or something. I think it's only fitting. He did just save the North, and he is Robb's brother. And there's the perfect Moat Cailin. It's the perfect place. Moat Cailin has been rebuilt. Jon Snow's dead, so there's nobody else to have it. I think maybe Robb rewards his half-brother with the lordship of Moat Cailin and charges him with, like, the, you know, defense of the North. Yeah, fuck it. That works perfectly. I mean, I kind of was going to go on the limb of saying that Arthur is more Dornish than anything else, but at this point, his children were born in the North, his family are all in the North, and he's fought and killed in the North and everything, and, you know, shed so much blood for it, and now literally defeated the personification of death. So, yeah. I think he's just gonna stay in the North, to be honest. Okay, ladies and gents, we've skipped ahead a small bit. The Dawnwolf was granted Moat Cailin and has ruled there ever since, now the bastion and first line of defense for the Northern people and the Northern Kingdom, which still holds firm, ladies and gentlemen, against the ever-present threat of Renly Baratheon's rule in the south. He is a sodomite and a fornicator. But his line of succession is... Actually, people just keep going missing all the time. There's a lot of people going missing down there, to be perfectly honest. And actually, like, one of my daughters has gone missing as well. And one of my sisters. There's a lot of people going missing, believe it or not. But yeah, my eldest son is Oberyn, the Sword of the Morning. He's married to a Dayne girl, one of Edric's daughters. He's got 2 granddaughters for me. My second eldest, Beric, is the Sword of the Night. He is gay. He refused to marry, so he just left and went to the Night's Watch. And he now serves under the command of Ethan Karstark. My eldest daughter, Asha, is married to Prince Eddard, and they have a son, Andrew, and a daughter together. My other daughter, the Rothstar, is married to the heir to White Harbor. My youngest son, Brandon, is betrothed to a Dustin girl. So yeah, that's about it, really. But this is basically just the story of Ned Stark's bastard, Arthur, so we'll wrap this up here pretty much. Going forward, he has adopted the old gods and changed the sigil of his house to better represent, which is changing the background of his thing to a black field. Hence the long night and the stars. I like it, at least. He still uses the personal arms with the violet, still using the purple cape over his shoulder, but his children have fully embraced the Northern culture and gone full black and white. House Dorne. What the future holds for them is debatable, but at any rate, we'll wrap that up here, ladies and gentlemen. Rather than drag this out for 1,000 years, I have a billion other things to do, and many more what-if scenarios to play through. So, I thank you all for watching. That is all for now. And I will see you guys in the next video. Soul out.